Hi everyone. Today is one of your favorite days, Mandala Mondays. This is Indigo Eyes Art. Today's mandala is to celebrate the month of April when the natural world comes alive. There is rebirth, there's renewal, Astara, and we just had Easter, and all kinds of colorful flowers start showing, or the buds start coming up at least. This is the time when the days are becoming longer and warmer. It's the time for hope. The energy is expansive and exuberant for enjoying the days and moving forward in your goals with renewed enthusiasm. And any goals, just even a family life. In a way, start the year new. Leave the past behind. Thinking about it or staying in it does no good. We should go in the past just briefly to learn from it. Come back quickly. We should always make future plans, but not live in the future. Okay. So, however, looking at today and plan for achieving your desires is the best way to use your precious time and energy. The key is not to worry about the outcome and not being attached to it. So use this month for a renewed sense of life, that is getting in the habit of staying optimistic, putting in your work. These two things with a good plan for every day and intention will bring you the results you want to see. The key, shed all doubts whether you are capable or not, of achieving something, or if your efforts will pay off. Just put in your work with an intention in mind that you started, and moving on. So stay in the energy of happiness, positivity, having faith in yourself, and most importantly, put in the work that's needed. So, with having said that, I'm going to start with this mandala for celebrating April, and it will give you this energy of what I just said, for a renewed energy or being optimistic. All right. So I already have that circle, and I drew it with a compass, as I always say. And here are my two white pencils, and I'm going to see. I'm going to start drawing what came in through meditation. I got the centerpiece, and then we will just, as always, I will expand on it. Okay, let's start. This is the centerpiece that I got in. I'm gonna draw this, and after that, it's all I don't know if it's improvising or it's what comes in the thought. However, meditating on this mandala or keeping this mandala at your home, or like I always say, I want you to be self-sufficient and draw your own mandala for the month of April, or draw it with me. This will give you the added energy that we just talked about. We also did Sanki eggs for Easter, and I have a tutorial posted if you want to look at it. Sanki is a Russian art. It's almost like batik. Batik is done on fabric. Sometime I'm going to make a batik tutorial, but it's the same with the eggs that we did with wax, and then dipping in the dye. So coming back to the mandala, this is what I'm doing. People have asked me that as a scientist, why am I doing this now? Although I have explained I'm both a scientist and an artist. However, and I am still posting articles. Not as many about science, but for Mandala, because I felt this is the need right now for an average person. They need to remain optimistic. They need to see hope. And there is hope. I'm not just giving false hope. It's all in the way we believe in our minds or we see our life. It becomes the way it is. So I felt that doing art and bringing my own experience to you guys so you can make your own experiences, and see how it works. This is a better way to go. Of course, we have to know the science and keep us healthy and so forth. So both science, I believe that at this time during the pandemic, both science and art, they need to work together. And that's what I'm doing. Because it would be wrong of me or anyone to think that they know everything. I mean, look at us. If we look in the whole universe, we are nothing but just a speck in the universe. This is how big everything else is. And I'm mostly amazed when some of the people, they can say the things they say, or they can believe what they believe, but it is nice to know where our boundaries are, who we are. So that is what I try bringing with my art to everyone else, so that they can also take advantage of the knowledge that I gained, and in the hope that their lives could prosper as well. And once again, as I always say, do not believe me. Even Buddha said that. Don't believe him. It's not about believing. It's about you learning and then creating your own experiencing and learning from there. And I do know there are a lot of people who are always questioning. They would say if there is a higher power, or there is anyone called divine, or if the universe is, as we say it is, interactive and has powers. Power doesn't mean we're going to run that. Power doesn't mean that the universe or anyone else, the divine being, is going to run out and take your problems away. And I have a really nice story about it. Once, this was asked of Lord Krishna when there were these people whose villages were destroyed, and they had come to Krishna, and he had said, put in your effort, same way, put in your effort, make a good plan, and no attachments to the outcome. They did it, and then there were these people who said, well, you could have done in an instant. Why didn't you? Why did you make the villagers suffer? Krishna said, yes, in this case, I could have. He was in this human form on earth. He said, I could have, but the moment I would have made them a village, they would have made their little world around themselves, the same world they had here, in which they were suffering. What does that mean? When they made their own village, they learned a lot, and then they changed their way of thinking and living. So this is the goal of us as humans. The human life is given to us so that we can learn and we could evolve. If somebody keeps coming and helping us, we will never learn. And I have my own example in this case. I don't think I should share, but my classmates from school, they know this, that my phobia of math. The reason I had this phobia of math is I never took the time to solve the question I did not know. Anytime I see a question that I don't know, I run to my dad. He solves it for me, and I think I know it when I don't know it, because seeing other people do something, it's very easy. But when you're not looking at how it was done, and then you sit down to do it, no, I could not do it. So this is the same as for the divine power. The idea of divine is not that there should be no hardship anywhere, or that if anyone is suffering, that they should run in and solve our problems. The idea is to look at the hardship, go above the problem, and then look for a solution, and then divine always helps, of course. You see, these are the two different things. Sitting around cursing someone, blaming someone, that's not the way to go. However, looking at the hardship, evolving, looking above the hardship, going and helping other people, this is how our soul evolves. And I am mentioning this during this month of April because this is the time, we are still, pandemic is still there, it's not gone. And then there is April. So I really, really want everyone to have a renewed sense of optimism, a renewed sense of learning that how we should keep our mind and eyes open, not follow people. We should look at all the facts, go from there, and take care of ourselves, our health, and the people you can help. And that is my goal behind doing all this. And to answer the question that I got about why does divine, if there is a divine or a God, why does he let bad things happen? It's not about, look at any of the saints and saints or any of the divine people who came as human and then they were born as humans. They had to go through the same hardships. So the idea is, once again, to reiterate, the idea is not to sit around and think somebody should come and help me. The idea is take charge, use the brain. We have been given, humans are the ones with a really good brain. If you look at, and use it, if you look at the whole universe, there have been all sorts of other powerful animals than humans. There have been, the lions, the tigers, the elephants. But who is ruling the earth? It's the humans. Because they have this power to think, to strategize, to go inside themselves and get the answers. And that comes from, of course, I don't know if I want to use the word meditation. It just puts people off, because all these words have been used in a wrong way, or these words have been defined in a wrong way. And I'm going to try making a glossary on my website where I want to explain how a meditation is done, or what meditation means, or what Kundalini means. Okay, so those are my efforts. But right now, we are trying to learn from this April Mandala. This is the time where we should really make our intentions, make a good plan, just like in chess. I love playing chess, and I love a good strategy. So you make a strategy, and there is no harm in retracting your steps. I know a lot of people are egoistic. They think their ego is hurt. They cannot go back. But no one has ever won. I don't remember who said this, and this is a chess master who said this. No one has ever won a game of chess without taking some steps backwards. And the same as in life, he said. Also, because I still help the COVID patients, consulting with the doctors. But the reason I'm mentioning that is there are numerous patients. They are going in depression because of course, anyone can go in depression in this pandemic situation. What I want to say is that if they can do these mandalas, they will see it will uplift them. It will not just artificially uplift their moods, but because I have explained in the past how when you start drawing things, or just because there are no rules. What I'm drawing is, I want to do what I like, the color I use, what I want to make, the shape I want to make. So it is a lot of freedom. And so if anyone is depressed, or if you could help the other people look at this mandala, or help them just from your own side, and you will see that they will make a lot of progress in that, for depression, even for addiction. And not to and then our main goal, we manifest things with it. Okay. um just to mention the extra, it was on my mind because recently I did see a lot of COVID patients, and to help, and helping them, because sometimes sitting and talking and doing just the same old therapy, it just gets old without any results.